Welcome to Content Marketing Mentor, a weekly video series where we dive into topics to help you become a more effective content marketer. I'm your host, Maddy Osman. In each video, I share lessons learned as the founder of the Blogsmith content agency. Today, we're talking about how to use Google search data to structure your content. Are you looking for a low-tech and lower zero-budget keyword research process? Though a lot of content optimization tools like ClearScope and Phrase are already taking data from relevant search engine results pages into consideration, you can conduct your own research investigation to similarly gather important details. Specifically, use Google search features to inform content structure and subheadings. The features we'll discuss today suggest ideas based on data from actual searches that people are looking for. These ideas may include related topics that you would cover in a piece of content. They might also inspire other completely separate content ideas. So I'm going to flip so we can look at live search data here. And there are essentially three different search features that we're going to look at today. The first is Google Autocomplete. And so Google Autocomplete includes suggestions to complete a search before hitting enter. So for example, if we do content style examples, you'll notice that the suggestions that come up after typing in the keyword are based on that same root keyword of content style examples, although you'll also notice that there's a slight bit of variation, maybe because this search is just pretty specific. If we just did content style, for example, you'll see more of that root keyword and then some suggestions that build on that. So let's go ahead and hit enter and go to the search engine results page for content style examples. So I want to point out that you can find even more keyword research ideas with Chrome extensions, like this one from Ahrefs. I've collapsed it, so I'll expand it again. You'll notice that there's another one here that I wanted to talk about too. It's called Keywords Everywhere. And then there's a similar one called Keyword Surfer that I unexpanded, or I kind of hid for the sake of this video because all the data was starting to stack on top of each other. So if you use a bunch of different tools, you might have to toggle them on and off in your Chrome extensions. Like I would have to, if that's what I was trying to do today, to use the Ahrefs and the Keywords Everywhere data. At any rate, all these tools have a freemium model that adds more keywords ideas on top of the data that Google shares in the search features that we're talking about today. And so it's just another way to get more out of Google search without necessarily paying for expensive all-in-one SEO tools. So let's move on to talking about People Also Ask. So this search feature includes really great questions to make sure to answer within your content because they're actual questions that people have. So if you click on them, you can see some more expanded results. And you'll also notice that when you click on them, it usually adds additional questions. So that's a really great way to dig in. They're actual questions that people have. So just like the rest of the search data, it's really interesting to dive in and understand, what people are actually wanting to learn. And so they can also be really great featured snippet opportunities because featured snippets tend to take the form of answering a question, but you'll want to do some additional keyword research to justify that. And we'll cover featured snippets more in a future video. So the last thing that I want to show you here is related searches down here, and also kind of including this section. It used to be called searches related to, so you might be more familiar with it, with that terminology. So this shows up at the bottom of the search engine results page after you click enter. And related searches are topics that don't incorporate the exact root keyword, such as what we saw with Google Autocomplete, but they are related ideas. And so again, it might be something that you incorporate into your existing content structure or use as ideas for supplementary pieces. So now that we've gone over all that, if you want to learn more about how to use Google search data to structure your content, check out my book, Writing for Humans and Robots, The New Rules of Content Style, which I've linked in the description. Thanks for watching. Please leave a comment if you have any questions about how to use Google search data to structure your content. To catch next week's episode of Content Marketing Mentor, be sure to hit subscribe below.